Stevia versus sugar. Okay, let's dig into this. I am Darius, this is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. Okay, ran out of breath. I didn't prepare on that one properly. All right, anyway, Stevia has been in talk for a couple of years. But regardless of that, Stevia is still new to a lot of people that don't know anything about it. It can be, it can play a little devil's advocate in your life a little bit, especially when it comes to sugar. And with these marketers these days, they can confuse the heck out of you. But luckily you have someone like myself today, and I'm gonna help you guys out. First off, Stevia is a natural sugar. Let me stop right there. Sugar is a natural sugar, all right? No one talks about this. I don't get it. Okay, so sugar comes from a sugar cane, which is natural. Now I don't know where the sugar cane comes from. I used to spend time in Florida with my pops, like down there in Tampa, and they had sugar cane down there. And I'm almost certain that all sugar doesn't come from Florida. I know oranges do, not all of them, but anyway, sugar is made from sugar cane, which is natural. You'll hear people say like, oh, well, you know, fruit has natural sugar in it. Well, sugar is natural anyway, or it wouldn't be naturally occurring inside of fruit, okay? Now, you can go down the rabbit hole of how they sweeten things up over time, but that's not what this is specifically about. Now, Stevia comes from the Stevia plant, and I want to say it's home at about, it's native to South America, which is why I said I don't know where sugar canes come from, but Stevia is native to South America, okay? And it comes from a plant. But of course, it's a natural sweetener. Now, some sweeteners are artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame and sucralose. But this one isn't like that. You have natural sweeteners, you have artificial sweeteners, and then you have sugar alcohols, which I'll break all those things down in an upcoming video, but right now we're gonna stick with Stevia versus sugar. Now, something that's different, Stevia is 300 to 400 times sweeter than sugar. Now, of course, those numbers vary from place to place, from article to article, but that's a ballpark range. Let me just tell you, it's very, very sweet. All right, don't put it on your tongue. All right. Some people hit me up and they say, I tasted Stevia, and I'm like, what were you thinking? That was bad. They said, oh my God, it was so bitter. No, it actually wasn't bitter. It was just that sweet. Like, it just, don't do that. A couple drops of Stevia will sweeten the heck out of, I mean, just anything. Like, it's, like I said, 300 to 400 times. I believe it. But see what these marketers are using? It's Stevia that doesn't have any calories in its liquid form. Now, a teaspoon of sugar is 15 calories and about 4 grams of carbohydrates. That may be debatable. You want to check on that? Stevia in its liquid form doesn't have any calories at all. But Stevia in its granulated form, or when they granulate it and they put all types of fillers in it, Stevia does have calories then. What they're putting in there, I have no idea. I'm not against things like Swerve or anything, or either pure sweeteners. I'm not against them, even though they're Stevia in the granulated form. If you're adding calories, like where are these calories coming from when it's liquid? There is none there. That's personal choice. As I said, I don't have anything against it. I've used it in the past, and I'll probably use it in the future if I need to. This is my expertise here when it comes to baking and desserts, and it comes to keto desserts. Exactly, keto sweets. I'm the keto sweets guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a keto sweets guy. My sweets are amazing. I have a sweet face. I have a sweet smile. I'm just, well, we ain't too sweet over here. All right. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Now, what sugar does in baked desserts different from Stevia? If you're using Stevia in its liquid form and you're using sugar, one major thing is sugar causes bulking. Now, granulated Stevia will cause bulking, but even so, it won't bulk like sugar bulks. Sugar's gonna brown, sugar's gonna caramelize. Stevia's not gonna do any of these things, all right? Even granulated form is not gonna caramelize. People tend to realize this later on. I remember the first time I made a keto dessert. I did not know this. The recipe called for a granulated sweetener, and I was like, I bought Stevia. This is what I'm about to put in here. When I say that dessert turned out so bad, and luckily at the time, I was able to contact the person that made the dessert. So I contacted her and I was like, what happened? Oh, you didn't use granulated, so there was no bulking. I probably need to read up on this thing if I'm going to be making desserts myself. But I was reviewing at the time. Alright, that's irrelevant. Anyway, I learned that quickly. And that's definitely something I want to pass on to you guys. That's definitely a noticeable difference when it comes to the science of it when you put it inside of something. Not to mention the aftertaste that Stevia can bring with itself. Because I wanted it to bring me into the real lowdown when it comes to Stevia and how these marketers are using it. What you guys have may noticed, sometimes you can go see granulated Stevia and you can see sugar mixed into it. And for somebody that's new to it, you're not gonna know any better. Like, and I don't blame you. I mean, how are you going to know any better? I mean, unless somebody tell you fire is hot, you're not gonna know it's hot until you touch it. Think about that for a second. So when you see this and they try to get over you, they'll try to say low calorie sweetener. And they'll try to speak on the health benefits of Stevia when you're mixing into it. Well, see, the thing is, when you get off of sugar and you start using Stevia, it's not necessarily the calories that are the issue. The bonus that you're getting is taking sugar out of your diet. The bonus that you're getting is you're not sending signals to your body to create fat like sugar does. The bonus that you're getting is you're not spiking your glucose and so you're not spiking your insulin, causing your body to produce fat like crazy. Now, the body can handle sugar. Now, something I'm very against myself, I don't play with vegetable oils. I don't play with soybean, any vegetable oil, okay? I'm not gonna go into all of them, but anyway. But sugar, your body can handle sugar. Sugar is essentially glucose. There's sugar in your body, okay? In low amounts, but your body knows how to handle sugar. Your body knows how to regulate it. When you put a little bit of sugar in your body knows how to regulate it. It spikes insulin to help get it out of your system. The issue comes when you put too much in there. That's the problem, and that's very easy to do. So Stevia doesn't necessarily have health benefits. Stevia is 0 on the glycemic index. Now, this is going to vary person from person. I'm sure there's somebody out there who can eat Stevia or who takes Stevia, and it may cause a glucose response to that. So I'm not saying that is 0 for everybody. But sugar ranges because there's so many different types of sugar, or so many different ways that glucose reacts with our body in different products. There's a lot of different forms of sugar. And if you look on the back of packages, you'll see it. It can range from 15 to 110 on the glycemic index. Stevia in its liquid form is going to be more likely 0 to a very small amount. Now you're gonna say sugar 15 isn't that much. Yeah, you're right. 15 isn't that much for sugar. But guess what? Chances are, when you get that donut from Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme, I promise you, it's not the one that's 15. We're in the hundreds easily. I didn't know I was gonna get so scientific up here or whatever, but it ended up happening anyway. As I said, I'm going off the top of the head because I know most of this stuff already. But Stevia versus sugar, there really isn't a battle there. One's far better than the other one. Now, Stevia does have its downfalls because a lot of people don't know how to use Stevia. And then when you go places and you see these things and they tell you, hey, well, we mix the Stevia with sugar, use it 1-to-1. Well, guess what? People are gonna think the same thing whenever they go to something like Pure or something like Swerve. Well, I'll just mix it 1-to-1, and that's definitely a 1-to-1 mistake. But you don't know unless somebody told you. You don't know fire is hot until you touch it. Stevia can be wonderful. As far as I like Stevia in thin things. I've gotten used to the taste of Stevia enough where I can put it in drinks. I like to put it in my coffee every once in a while. Well, when I do drink coffee, but this isn't about me. But it's just an example. The thinner something is, the more likely you will taste the Stevia. As I said, it's 3D to 400 times as sweet as sugar. And sugar has a flavor, and so does Stevia does. But you can mask it when you use it with stronger flavors, such as in a baked dessert as cake or an almond flour muffin or something like that. That's gonna end this. I'm actually gonna do a video later on with Stevia versus a whole bunch of other sweeteners. and we're gonna talk about those. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are the sugar-free destination. I do desserts, reviews, recipes. How can I forget my recipes? I have no idea. But anyway, I am Darius. This is Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. And I'm gonna see you next time.